Shane and friends, we're back because it never ends.
Never ends.
Life is never, ever gonna stop.
Never stop.
It's
never
just
stop.
gonna be a long, hard road unless you die.
Which will probably happen.
I had a dream that, by the way, well, hey guys.
Hey, welcome back, Shane and friends.
Let's start on a positive note. I had two dreams last night. My first dream was that I was with the psychic twins, and I made a joke, and I was like, God, I think I'm just going to kill myself. And then they looked at each other, and then they looked at me, and they said, actually, we have something to tell you. And then they showed me a note they had written the night before, and it said like Shane kills himself. And
in like their crazy with the ghost writing that they do with the swirls and shit. Yeah. It's like Shane's dying.
Right.
Tomorrow.
And I was like, oh, okay. So I called it. My second dream was getting raped by a demon, which I looked up on a dream analysis website.
Not today, Satan.
Surprisingly, not great. Doesn't mean great
What
things.
did your demon look like?
Mom? No. It looked like...
Teresa.
No. It kind of looked like a mixture of everybody in my life that ever hurt me, but then also like a demon. So it was kind of like...
How did it rape you?
Anally?
Really?
I mean, how else would it rape me?
Well, I figured you would rape the demon.
No. Ooh,
Power top.
I'm not that desperate.
I'll bend you over, Satan, and take you to Brow Town.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah.
So I got raped by a demon, but you know what? We're going to just pretend like it didn't happen.
Did it hurt?
That's the weird thing. Is like, it started out as like a really violent rape. And I was like really like not into it. And obviously it's a demon. And then I think I just loved having human touch. So I just like took it. It reminded me of, well, we'll talk about dating in a minute. Speaking of demon rape, okay, wait, where do we start? It's been a minute. And listen, we took a little time off, not because we were busy or because we were like shooting films or something.
And neglecting you, that's not what we want to do, people.
We literally were just like, I was just like, nah, I don't want to do it.
Yeah,
but
Shane was like, whatever. No, but we're totally back, and there's some really awesome things going on, so we're super stoked to be back.
The podcast is just going to get better and better, guys. And what I mean by that is, I took a shower today.
Yeah, thank you, sir, because it finally smells at least semi-delightful.
No, so we today have a lot to talk about. We have a really good guest. First, I want to start with, let's talk about Valentine's Day. I want to hear yours first.
Girl, Valentine's Day was a Galentine's Day for me.
What does that mean?
It means I got together with my single ladies, including your ex-girlfriend.
Right.
And we got shit-faced. And basically just trolloped a few bars. Went to one bar, and they told us that we couldn't drink there. Not because we were drunk or anything, but...
Because you were too old?
Slap that right out of your mouth. No, they were like closing and getting prepped for like Valentine's dinner or something. And we're like, we just want one shot before we head to the next bar.
Also, by the way, you guys could have been sister wives. They don't know that.
Hello?
You guys could have been on a date.
Either way, they said, no, not today. And I said, F you, I'll go take my shot somewhere else. And went to the restaurant that has Scary Doubles on happy hour. And that was it.
Scary Doubles, what is that? Like ugly
They bring,
twins?
it's happy hours, so you get 2 drinks at once, but they bring them to you both at the same time. So if I get like a Pinot Grigio, it's like a half bottle. So I call it Scary Doubles.
So what do you guys, what is like gals talk about on Galentine's Day?
Well, the girls I was with were talking about like dudes and like dating and all that bullshit.
Right. Wait, but who were you with?
Me?
Well, you don't have to throw out names, but so you were with Lisa.
Lisa, my friend Chelsea, Danny, Savannah. A crew.
Oh.
A crew.
Okay. So like.
Of like dope chicks that have no reason necessarily to be single unless we choose to be.
Yeah. Dope chicks talking about big dicks.
Yeah. And there was like a lot. We went out during the like afternoon. So it was like 2, whatever. I'm not trying to go
make
out.
Me cry.
Come on. It's a Sunday.
You took double drinks at noon.
We started at 2. And the doubles didn't happen until about after the 3rd drink at the first restaurant.
Okay. So like, what is the conversation? So how do girls, listen, I've been friends with girls my whole life. But
we're just judging everybody walking through the door.
Right? Okay. They don't like talk about dicks in front of me because they're like, well, he has a dick, so this is uncomfortable.
Oh, we were talking about dicks.
So like, what's like the conversation? How does it start? Do you say like, what kind of dick you want or you're looking for?
I think it depends because we were in a group of about 5 of us. So, if one person kind of brings up the topic of, what are you doing? How's your dating life? Or a lot of it was like, right? Online dating and their stories. And this one broke my heart. And this one did a number on me over here. And I got to go to a fucking bridal shower over here because I'm a maid of honor. It turned into that kind of stuff and bullshit. It was just...
That's so depressing.
Yeah.
Well, my Valentine's Day started out with a bang because I was on my way to Target.
Who? What's his name or her name?
Thank you for that. No, I was on my way to Target and I heard a big explosion and I look up and I just see this huge smoke bomb. And I'm like, it's the end of the world. Great. This is the perfect day for that. And then it turns into the biggest, blackest smoke ever. And it's racing out of what looks like a building, and I'm freaking out because I'm getting closer to it. And then like all the, police station, everybody comes and tells us to turn away. Yeah. And so I'm driving away as fast as I can. And then I look it up later. I took video, by the way. It's really good.
I saw it on your Insta.
Thank you. Yeah, I know. Should I? I shouldn't have done that. People died. Anyways. Yeah, it was a motel that like exploded on Valentine's Day.
Girl,
I know.
Somebody put too much money in that vibrating bed though. Blew that shit right up.
No, it's probably a meth lab.
A motel?
But yeah.
Blew up.
I love that. I love that it was on Valentine's Day. I love that it was a motel. I love that it was in Van Nuys, California. Everything about it was perfect.
I thought I recognized that
Right.
okay. I was like, oh, that's that motel right there with the free internet and Wi-Fi. Yeah, girl.
No, so it blew up, and I took a bunch of pictures and
People
selfies.
died?
And well, that's the thing. I looked it up later. I think people did die, which I didn't know when I was like Snapchatting it. If I would have known that, I wouldn't have done
Well,
it.
you know what? Regardless, they were probably all hookers and prostitutes anyway. Just
Very
saying,
true.
no one deserves to die, but I'm just
you
saying it
ever
wasn't
been
the
in
president
a-
of the United States in this motel.
Right. Have you ever been in a motel?
Once, but it was on a music video set for Ashanti. Oh,
Of
baby.
course
My
she-
dad was in it, and
Of
he played
course,
some sort of
Ashanti
like motel
booked a
person.
motel for her music video. Was
Yeah.
that near the end of her career?
I think so.
Right. Have I been? Well, you never
Have you
slept
been
over.
into no.
Really?
A hotel, a motel?
Well, I have two stories.
That's like hourly minute rental blowjob place to go.
Well,
I realize you've probably been in a
yeah.
motel.
Well, I went with my family when I was, my mom and my brother when I was 12 because my mom was like, let's take a vacation. This is when we were poor. And I was like, where? We had never stayed in a hotel or anything. So my mom was just like, well, there's this place. And we went to a motel like 30 minutes away from us. And we just like, but then we heard people having sex next to us. And we like swam in the pool and we probably all got HIV.
Oh, yeah.
So that was my first time. My second time was, well, I'm not going to give it all away because it's in my new book, which is pre-order now. It Gets Worse, guys. That's what it's called, by the way. It Gets Worse. Yes, it does get worse. But anyways, my second was about a year, maybe a year ago. And it was a Craigslist almost hookup. So if you want to hear about it, get the book.
What?
Just a little tease.
Like you actively like got solicited sex on Craigslist and we're going to meet somebody?
Maybe.
Shut your mouth.
Let's just say I didn't go through with it, but let's just say it's in the book. It gets worse. No, okay, Valentine's Day. So wait, what did you do at night?
So, I actually just like kind of went home and just like got a little faded and just like watched some TV and kicked it, drank some wine and went to bed early. It was Sunday.
All right.
What'd you do? Besides the bang.
Besides what?
The bang.
Oh, you're talking about the motel, right? I was like, what does that mean?
Who'd you bang then?
The bang? No, it
You
wouldn't.
banged somebody, you wouldn't have brought that up.
No, I don't know. It was weird. I feel weird talking about it, but also why not? No, I'm in a weird. Dating is very confusing. And where do we start? Ooh, I should read you. Okay, so I got on some of the apps this last month.
Ooh, which ones?
I'm getting some good messages.
Are you?
Oh, some real good ones. Some screenshotters.
No.
Yeah. Okay, well, first of all, Valentine's Day. So I was dating a guy a month ago. I think we might have talked about this.
Yeah, last episode.
And it was going really good, but there was like a weird thing where we were like not doing anything sexual and we were like best friends. And then we finally talked about it. Like, why are we not doing anything? And it was like, I think we're just best friends. And then I'm like, okay. So then we just started hanging out as best friends. And now he's like my best friend. Well, Drew is my best friend.
No more
obviously.
Drew. Oh, Drew got the
number one.
boot.
Drew's number one.
Drew, you're not number one
number
anymore.
one, 100%.
Nope. His toe is cold.
Oh. No, but so now it's in a weird place where like we still like get touchy, which is a little weird. But so then Valentine's Day came up and we're like, I guess we'll hang out. And then it was like, what are we doing? So we need to have a talk. But it was nice to not be alone on Valentine's Day.
Yeah. Well, one of our topics actually we brought up was how all the dudes went radio silence. Like every girl, if they were dating anybody on an online app or whatever, within the month or a couple weeks ago met and they were dating, it was great. Come Friday.
Right.
If no plans are made for like Valentine's Day because it's like a new thing,
Hello?
radio silence.
Nothing.
And everyone's like, he'll call Monday, right? He'll call Monday, right? He'll call Monday. I'm like, get the fuck over it.
Did he call?
I couldn't care less.
So this is a real good message. Hold on. Let me pull this baby up.
Can I read it out loud since you raped me and freaking read all mine out loud?
No.
Oh, thank you.
Okay. So this is from now. By the way, so I'm on these apps, right? And I use like my name, but not really. Like I'll call myself like Shane and then my middle name like Lee or something. And then I'll pick pictures that aren't super like Shane Dawes, like pictures of me where I look.
Yeah, right. You are fully photoshopped in every single one.
No,
Lighting cues, makeup, hair on fleek.
First of all, when have I ever had that picture? Can I have that picture? I've never had that picture. So I just say I'm a writer. That's like my go-to. Like I'm a writer because I feel like that's true.
I don't think that's a good thing though.
Why?
Because I personally had a bad experience with a writer. So if I see writer on anywhere, I'm like, no.
Right. So we're not going to work. So the thing is, so there's an app, OkCupid, which was like a kind of a joke thing where I was like, you know what? I'm on the Tinder stuff. I'll try this, whatever. I get a lot of messages, and this one is my favorite. This one actually made me almost cry. It said, I guess I looked at his profile. I didn't know they knew that, but I obviously didn't like the person because I didn't say anything.
Right.
So it goes, I get checked out by a famous person, and he doesn't even care to send me a wink. Ha. I can hardly believe you're the real Shane, though. This is where it gets good. Someone with the looks, the money, the fame would surely be able to find somebody very easily. What's going on?
Oh, Lord.
And I was like, I don't know, bitch.
Oh, Lord.
I don't know what's going on. But I'm
my
here.
God. Oh, my
I'm here
God.
just like you're here.
Right?
Hagrid, that's his name.
You should just copy and paste that exact thing and write it back to him and but like make it towards him. So it's
I'll
like,
write
wow,
that-
a
no.
not famous person's not interested in
I'll
me.
write the exact same thing to Tyler Oakley when I see his ass on Bumble.
How is Bumble, by the way?
Awful.
I have
All
it, but I
of
never
these
used
things
it.
are awful. Bumble, by the way, there's nobody on it. So because it's based on your Facebook friends, and I have 20 Facebook friends. So it's like people that know my aunt. Like,
Right.
That's it.
Not us.
Hinge, same thing. That's it. OkCupid, the creepiest people you'll ever see in your life
Creeps.
who are looking to have children with you and then eat you and murder you.
Right. And then eat the children.
Tinder is the only one where I've like actually met people and like met in real life and had like some kind of a
feel like
either
that's the
friendship or
worst
connection. Well, I think it's different for like 27 to 30-year-old guys who are like, and I never swiping right is good, right?
I think so, yeah.
I never swipe right. Maybe once every 3 days I'll see somebody where I'm like, okay, because I'm very like, because here's the thing. I'm not into people who take selfies at Disneyland.
I hate it.
Like that makes me
I hate it.
Hate everything.
I hate it. You're a grown-ass man. Why do you have ears on your head?
Grown-ass. I'm not into anybody who thinks they're attractive because that's a turn on. I don't like shirtless. I don't like any of that
All
shit.
those profile pics are horrible.
No,
I wrote a music video about it.
Yeah, I need flaws. I need like, hey, there was this one profile and the guy had a shit bag and I was like, done and done.
Sign me
Swipe
up.
right.
Yep.
Because you have a shit bag, you know how hard you carry your shit around literally.
Yeah.
I carry my
Oh, like a
emotional shit
colostomy
around,
bag?
like an actual shit bag.
Oh.
Right. And he just showed it. He had like a hole, but then like the profile was like, hey, like, by the way, I have this thing and like it sucks, but whatever. And I was like, you know what? Good for you. Swipe right. Unfortunately, he didn't swipe right on me, so it's cool. I did a good deed. It's cool.
Oh, shitbag didn't swipe right back on you, though.
No, actual shitbag. So, no, now I'm in I don't know. It's weird. Dating as a guy, I just made a video about this, but dating guys as a guy, because here's the thing. I know how to date girls. It's very easy. I know how to. Dating guys is very confusing because it turns into friends and then it's confusing. And then I'm not like I don't lead with my sexual foot. Like I'm not like doing the whole like, yo, let's fucking, I don't do that. So I lead with like, I'm the funny one. And then they're like, oh my God. And then we become best friends.
Right. Well, that's because you used to be fat. So you're used to that being like fat, nice, funny guy. And like, you don't take yourself seriously as a sexual being.
And then the person will be like, I'm like in love with you. And I'm like, really? And they're like, yeah, but like, it's like a weird love where it's like a friend love. And I'm like, oh, cool, great. But I don't know how to not do that. So it's interesting.
Maybe you should start being like, hey, babe, let me put it in you. Like, start being more sexual about it. Because I'm the same way, honestly.
You know, I talked to Lisa about it, which is kind of weird, but I talked to her about it. And she was just like, you know, that's why I fell in love with you, because you weren't like that the other people. You actually cared and wanted to know about me. I remember when I was with Lisa in the beginning, I was still in my weird like Christian Mormon phase where I was just like, no sex till marriage, and she was okay with it, and it was interesting because we went a couple months, and she was just like,
you'd bring her flowers every time you guys met and stuff.
About the flowers.
Like, yeah, you courted her ass, and she would tell me she appreciated that. He's like, he brings me flowers. He's actually so sweet and like treats me nice, and that never happens.
Yeah.
All that.
So but I haven't met anybody like Lisa that I want to do that with. Like, she was the shit. So it's, you know, I guess you just keep looking until you find somebody.
But do you keep looking until you find somebody? Fuck all that shit. Fuck it all. Because guess what? Love is ridiculous. Why is it on our earth to like, why do we have to, I got to find somebody, and then I got to have a family, and I got to do this and do that.
Wait,
like,
so
maybe
what's
I
the
don't want to
alternative?
find somebody. I
The
found
alternative?
myself.
Being alone?
Yeah.
All right.
There's no problem with being alone as long as you're okay with yourself and who you are.
Got it. Well, speaking of being alone, it's time for Fair Abraham time. God made a mistake.
Oops, bitch.
Okay.
Oops.
So I didn't do the research. You did. So I'm going to be surprised.
I did do the research, and there's a few hot topics going on with Miss Abraham.
Was she at the Grammys?
Right. No, she was not at the Grammys, but she definitely pulled a shameless plug. Like, Stevie Wonder was giving away an award or something, and she was like, I love Stevie Wonder, but I can't wait for T-Mom after. Like, hashtag OG T-Mom. Like, shameless plug, girl. You pick the one person who can't even see your tweet. Trying to do it. Getting crazy.
Ooh, can blind people Braille on an iPhone?
On an iPhone.
Can they tweet?
No, because I don't think iPhones are 3D.
I don't know.
But they could probably use voice.
Coming soon.
Voice activation.
Yes,
something
you're
or
right.
other.
Okay.
But we're finding that microphone button. Who knows? You know?
Yeah.
Also, Shantae away. Baby Sophia is now being pimped out by her mom. Hard.
How?
Bitch is celebrity guest hosting this like children's line of fashion at New York Fashion Week.
Wait, what?
Yes. So basically,
wait, her 4-year-old daughter is hosting Fashion Week?
Yes, at an event called, it goes celebrity guests, Farrah Abraham and Sophia Abraham, stars of MTV, Teen Mom OG. So now she on the marquee, and it's some sort of kid event. And actually, baby Sophia's outfit was on fleek, but she was first row at this fashion show, New York Fashion Week. And it was crazy. It was for like a kid's clothing line or something.
This is very interesting.
Come and support Sophia in walking her first New York Fashion Week runway show.
I'm going to meet Farrah. Well, I've already met her. We've all met her. The whole world doesn't met her.
Girl.
I'm going to do her podcast. It keeps getting canceled, but supposedly next week. I'm very excited to do her podcast. I'm going to ask her about this. I'm going to ask her what her plan is for her daughter. Like, does she want her daughter to be her? Because let's wait a few more years.
I think Farrah's exhausted all options, so now she's like, this is going to be my moneymaker because no one's buying my pussy, so maybe they'll buy my daughter's.
They are buying her pussy, though.
Are they?
Her pussy still sells.
Really?
By the way, guys, we're talking about
because it breaks so easily.
The mold of her pussy, the one that they sell at sex stores.
Yes,
not her actual pussy. That does not sell.
No, I don't want to touch that with a 10-foot pole, girl, or a Coke bottle. No, thank you.
What else? Anything else?
Yeah, actually, and then also her mom, I guess on Teen Mom, was like throwing shade at. I think her ex-man's name is Simon or something.
Okay.
Farrah had a boyfriend at some point.
Wait, is not the one who's dead?
No, not baby Sophia's daddy.
Okay, good.
Unless it is, I don't know. Okay. I don't watch the program.
Okay.
But I guess she was like, you're almost a mirror image of Farrah's dad, Michael. And her mom said, like, it's almost uncanny, the personality type. So there's like passive aggressive behavior, and there's things like anger that comes from that. It scares me because it's all forms of domestic violence.
Wait, she tweeted that?
Yeah.
That's a lot, first of all.
Or no, she didn't tweet it. She said it in a public something or other. But it's on the interwebs.
Us Weekly.
Us Weekly.
I don't understand the relationship with Farrah and her mom. It's very confusing. She calls her mom a cunt, like loud, like to her face. Yeah. And the mom just takes it. And then they're like tweeting that they're best friends and eating pizza. And then the next second, she calls her mom a cunt again. If I called my mom a cunt, and like not in like a fun, sassy way,
right?
As I do,
obviously,
as we all do.
My mom too.
But like my mom would cry, never talk to me again, go to church, tell the priest about it. Like it would be a thing.
But I wonder, because Farrah's so two-sided and like bi crazy, I wonder if she even remembers, like, I think the time, right? The times that she is saying, Mom, you're a cunt. Maybe her mom's bi crazy too. And the mom is in that other state of bi crazy. So when they flip, they don't remember that they said that to each other.
Side note, I'm writing this down. Can my third book be called Bi Crazy?
Bi Crazy. You're welcome. Percentage, y'all here to hear. Witness. Witness. Thank you. You're welcome for that one. Bi Crazy.
I love that. Yeah. Well, guys, we're going to take a quick little pee break. When we come back, we're going to have Ayydubs.
Hey!
YouTuber, star, personality, lesbian, not lesbian? We're going to figure it out. See you guys in a second. And we're back with Ayydubs, a.k.a. Alex.
Ooh, I like the sexy voice. Ooh.
Well, I had to say with the sexy voice because it is spelt sexy. It's spelled like a porn.
That's
like a
true.
Porn star.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
Why
yeah.
do you do that? Did you do that?
Parents.
Whenever anyone says like I like the way you spell your name, I'm just like I'll tell my mom, you know.
Yeah.
See, I don't buy that. I think my theory is because I used to hang out with this YouTuber years ago who had a fake name and she never told anybody, but she did it because she was scared people would come and kill her. So I feel like Alex is not your real name.
Ooh,
I feel like your real
plot
name
twist.
is like Brenda.
No, you're right. It's Brenda. Don't I look like a Brenda?
You did.
Okay, wait. What do you look like? You look well. We just played a game during the break with her where we were trying to see what celebrity she looked like. She thought she looked like Ellen Page. I said Anna Paquin, which I feel like is a step up.
I think both are actually pretty on point.
I'm
Yeah.
just good looking.
Hey,
I'm just
watch
really
out.
fucking attractive. And then we played the game of who do I look like, and I get Andy Milonakis a lot if he grew up to, and then I get.
Grew up to what?
Well,
No, we don't know.
Oh, excuse me?
Hell, do we not know?
no, I love Andy. I actually love him. We need to have Andy Milonakis.
He can come
the show.
on. We can get him.
Oh my
on
God, we
the
could do it side by side, like who's who.
Yeah.
No. So who? Okay, let's play the game. So look at me. Who do you think I look like?
Besides Joel Osteen.
That's awful. Joel fucking Osteen? My mom would love that, by the way. That would make my mom finally love me.
Oh, who do
Kidding, she
you
loves
look
me.
like? What do you think, Ayydubs?
I'm really analyzing. I'm trying to go for someone a little more handsome than what we've been throwing out.
There you go. I'm gonna go
you
Donald
really
Trump,
do
maybe.
sort of. Ooh, yeah.
What'd you say?
Donald Trump, maybe.
Are you fucking This is not a joke time. This is
He
a.
needs to know.
This is a Shane wants to know what. This is just like the game I used to play with my mom when I'd walk through the streets and I'd look at bodies and I'd go, is that what my body looks like? Is that what my body looks like? And I'd point at bodies and my mom would go, no, you're a little bit wider in the hips. Or, no, you're totally smaller than that. I still play this game.
Issues.
I don't know if other people. I do that too.
You do?
Yeah. And I feel like no one's body looks like mine
think
when I
everybody
play
does
this
it.
game. Do you do it too?
I do it 100%.
It's a really bad first date game.
Yeah.
By the way.
Right?
Like, hey, babe, just like, is that my body?
Do you think I look like that in that
It's like
dress?
not a sexy game.
Right.
So, okay. So sorry. Back to me. Give me like one person. You could be a YouTuber.
I would say Nick Carter.
Oh.
What? You almost broke that microphone
Nick
with that water
Carter?
spitting out your mouth.
Nick Carter now?
Old school. Like,
Interesting
baby.
choice.
I see a
Nick.
little Aaron in you as well.
That's who I meant. Is that the older one?
Aaron younger.
Who's the older brother?
Younger, right?
Who's Backstreet Boys?
Nick.
Nick, then.
Yeah, Aaron, I wish I was as
Have you
thin
seen
as
him
Aaron.
now?
Yeah, he's messy.
He looks like
skin.
cracked out.
No.
Check it out.
Can we
Nick?
write that? Can we get him on the show? Okay, I'll take both of those. Thanks. So, anyways, back to Ayydubs. So, I have so much to ask you about.
Ooh.
I wrote down some stuff. I usually don't even write stuff down, but I had to write shit down for you because I just have so much. Let's start with, first of all, hi.
Hey.
Hey.
So, you're a
are you?
YouTuber, obviously. We all know that.
How
for
long you
people
been
listening.
YouTubing?
I think 6 years.
Damn.
Oh,
Yeah.
God. How,
Did you go to college?
Yeah, I'm in college right now.
Get
Shut
it,
up.
girl.
How old are you?
Yeah, guys, I like the support.
Wait, don't tell me.
Oh,
Oh, I love this game. Okay.
she already knows.
I do,
Oh,
so I
you
can't
do?
play.
Oh, so, okay. But guys can give me hints.
I can
be like,
be the
"Here."
moderator.
I'm gonna throw out some like pop culture references. And I'm gonna see what you get.
Ooh, I'm
she
also
didn't
really
know.
bad at pop culture.
She didn't know
So
Alex
like
Mack.
it's that might not be the best route.
Okay, then I'm gonna tell me your celebrity crush.
Kathy Griffin.
Are you kidding? That's my favorite
No,
person
you're
in the whole
lying.
world.
You're lying.
He's not
No
lying.
way. You love Kathy Griffin?
She's my favorite. She is. I look up to her. I worship her. I've seen all 200 of her specials. I've seen her live. I read her book. I'm the biggest Kathy Griffin fan.
great.
I just like fell in love with you because
Thank you.
thanks.
Guys,
I have a
the
cardboard
tension is
cutout
real.
of Kathy Griffin in my room.
Shut your
Yeah,
face.
I'm a huge. I love her. I mean, like I didn't order it; it was a gift. But like, I
Are you
still love
ever
her.
like, oh, Kathy Griffin, why is her life so hard? You have like talked to her and stuff?
Have I ever talked? Oh,
Like,
my
your
like
cardboard cutout
Yeah,
at
like
home?
after dates, like if they leave, I'll be
Right.
like, "What'd you think of them?"
Yeah.
And then Kathy's like, well,
She gives good advice.
she does.
Okay, but that question will not give you her age, a clue
Yeah.
at all.
I'm
Actually,
off-
it's
I'm
an
just-
opposite.
Yeah.
I feel like you could be somebody who, because you look like, and you feel older than you probably are, because you're just like Alexis, because you're friends with her.
Yeah, yeah.
She seems like she's 48, but she's actually like 12, I think.
12 and a half.
So I'm gonna go with, my gut is telling me 20.
Yep.
Good.
Am I
gut,
right?
sir.
Yeah.
Good
Yeah.
gut,
Yeah, that
sir.
was good.
My
Good
gut's
gut.
telling me 20, but you could pull in 40-year-old pussy real
Ooh,
easy.
that's
You know
the
what I mean?
that's the best compliment I could get.
Wait, let's talk about that. Okay, so pussy. So
pussy.
So I have known about you for a long time because I think maybe it was over a year ago. Somebody showed me one of your Tinder date videos, and I was just like, "Oh my god, this is insane! This can't be real! Like, what is happening? Like, I want to steal this." So I watched a few of those, but then really recently, maybe like a month ago, my friend Drew sent me your like coming out-ish video, and he was like, this is really, really interesting, because like there's a lot of coming out videos and they're all kind of the same and they're all whatever, and he's like, you should watch this, it's really interesting. And I related to it on so many levels, and I thought it was so interesting. It's called I'm Probably Gay.
Yeah.
So let's talk about number one, what that means, and number two, why you made it that day.
Why I made it that day.
Yeah,
okay.
me, like when I made mine, I was heavily pilled out because I had broke my leg, so I was like pilled the fuck out, and I was like, walls are down.
The truth's
so, like,
coming out.
Do you regret that?
No.
Okay, you're glad. Yeah.
Yeah.
I actually filmed that video maybe 12 times, and every single time when I watched back, I realized that I didn't mean what I was saying because I was trying to be more definitive to everyone because it feels like you're supposed to be. So then I finally realized that like the message that I was giving was I learned from trying to film the video again and again.
Right.
It's just I was not ready, and I'm still not ready to say that I'm gay. Casually, I'll make jokes about it, or
Step one, babe. Step one.
Yeah, making fun of yourself. I'll talk about it on my everyday life, but to get on the internet and say that you're gay, I feel like it was too much.
And then
too
that's
soon.
like out there forever, and then that's just like next level shit.
And I'm like I said in the video, I don't think that I'm bisexual, but at the end of the day, I believe that people love people, and I don't think it would be the craziest thing in the world if I fell in love with a guy.
Well, everybody's on a spectrum. We talk about it a lot. Like everybody's on some spectrum. You could be 90% gay, 10% whatever. I feel like everybody is. I mean, I was talking recently to a guy who had been in a relationship with a girl for 6 years and loved her and had sex with her and everything was great. But now he's like gay, and I was just like, but so do you consider yourself bisexual? He's like, I consider myself whatever on the spectrum. I feel like that's more healthy than just picking it, because all the YouTubers, they make these videos where it's like, I'm gay, I'm here, I'm queer, buy my shirts, and I'm just like, I wish I was that like set on something, but I can't even make a decision on what I want to eat today.
Yeah,
Right.
So like, how am I going to make that decision?
You know what? That makes it 10 times worse. I was talking to my friends about this when I was sort of figuring all of this out. I am the most indecisive person in the entire world. So like deciding what gay, bisexual, whatever it is, like absolutely, I can't. No. I don't think I'll ever be able to actually.
And there's so many terms out there now too. Like, how do you even choose?
Too many terms. Like,
Too many.
It's almost obnoxious.
Right? Enough with your Webster's dictionary terms. Get out of here.
No, first of all, they're not even in the dictionary, probably.
Right.
I've heard so many. I heard one the other day, and I was like, what does that mean? He goes, well, it means that I could love, like, a boy, a girl, an animal, an object. I'm like, girl.
Is that, like,
you go to
pansexual?
therapy. I'm like, that's a lot. Like, listen, I go to therapy, too, but, like, you need to go now.
Like, you talk about fucking a dog. You might want to scope up on that.
That's interesting. Is that illegal? Yeah.
Bestiality?
But getting a dog to fuck you?
That's going to be a challenge.
Oh,
Peanut butter.
Recently, I was talking to my friends about how in middle school and high school, there's always that girl, that bitch at your high school that like the rumor went around that she like put peanut butter on her vagina.
He fucked his cat.
Was that
you mean me?
He fucked his cat.
First of all, tuna works better than peanut butter for cats.
For felines.
Sex advice on your podcast.
I'm animal bisexual. I'm into any kind of animal. No, I've never fucked an animal or had an animal fuck me.
You said you did.
That was a joke, and then everybody took it so seriously.
It was not a joke. You tried to play it off like a joke.
No, but you know, it's interesting with dogs. They actually can fuck you. I watched a video on accident back when, like,
red thing
on
comes out.
accident.
No, well, I typed in doggy style
Thank
into
you for calling.
LimeWire. Most of you guys don't know what LimeWire is. I'll remind the children.
Oh, is that when you used to like download illegal stuff back in the day?
Yeah, it was like before YouTube, before anything. So I would download like songs and then porn, because I was like, oh, LimeWire, maybe they have porn. That's a lot of child porn, a lot of stuff that was like, oh my God, this is insane. But like doggy style, and it was like a girl getting fucked by a dog, and it was very real. And the thing is, when a dog like attaches to you, their dick gets like 8 inches and it goes in you, and it is not coming out till it's done.
Yeah.
And halfway through, she was like, okay, changing her mind, like no means no, get off me. And the dog was like, nope, sorry, bitch.
Stuck in there.
Yeah. It was the craziest thing I've ever seen in my life.
I actually just saw a video the other day of there was a dog. I know, I got on it somehow. But there was a dog fucking another dog, doggy style. But then there was another dog stuck to that dog because the penis wouldn't come out.
DP
And someone was like,
doggies.
it gets stuck. And I was like, why is he just sitting there watching this other dog fuck this other chick
Do you
dog
think they
right
know
here?
what they're doing? Like, do you think they're like, oh yeah?
Oh,
I think they were grinding. He's like, get the lube, babe. We're barking this shit out.
Can you imagine if dogs had like lube? If they had like a routine.
Doggy lube?
Like their little routine. Wait, let's talk about that. So, so like lesbian.
New animated series coming this fall.
Lesbian sex routine. So like, okay, for straight sex, it's a lot of like, okay.
Have you had lesbian sex?
Oh yeah.
Have you had lesbian sex?
Every day of my life. My sex with myself. So like, okay, so like for straight sex, the routine is like, okay, so like we're gonna, like I'm gonna feed you, fill you up.
Yep.
And then we're coming back home, like you're
You need some
bloated,
drinks.
you're complaining about it.
You gotta
then,
fuck
like,
first.
Then you go, then like you do the kissing and then you fingering and then whatever. And then it's like, okay, well, time to go. And usually you don't need lube and usually you don't have a condom because like you're risky. And I don't have an STD, as you can see by my face.
With your cold
I just have
sores.
that face of like, he doesn't fuck. And then gay sex is a little bit different. It's kind of the same. You don't eat as much for obvious reasons. You pick certain foods for obvious reasons. And then there definitely is lube involved, and there definitely probably is a condom involved. So with a girl, how do you, like, okay, so is there like a go-to toy, or is it more, I just want to know the whole thing.
Okay, well, first off, I'm biased when I say this, but I think lesbian sex is like the best sex.
Right.
Okay. How so?
Well, first off, if you ask any stranger on the street, like, what kind of porn do you want to watch? Like, I feel like that's a preference.
Like girl on girl.
Yeah, maybe I'm right. I think I am. But girls just like girls know what other girls want,
Yeah.
and they're very like. The word's not sensual. It's sensual. So like, I feel like even if you're having like a one night stand with someone you don't know, girls will. It's still sensual. When it's with a guy, it's like boom, boom, okay, bye. Like take your Uber home. But girls care about the other girl.
That's what I was just gonna ask. You think like girls are more sensitive?
They take
to the
care
other
of one
person.
another.
Yeah.
It sounds weird. It's weird to say that.
And
but
I feel like dudes pretend to do that, but they're like, I can't hold my dick any longer. When are you gonna come? And I'm gonna be like, never, because I just have issues. And then like they just go and then they give up.
Right.
Also, toys, I'm not a fan. Some people are.
You
Not
never
me.
strapped one on?
No.
So then what does it mean? So, okay, so you guys are like kissing, and then you're like laying down, and then you guys are like talking a lot. I picture a lot of talking.
The
Braiding each
foreplay
other's
is like
hair.
4 hours of opening up to one another.
Non-stop
Doing each other's
conversation.
nails.
Holy shit.
And then what? So then it's just like a dry
Pillow
hump
fights.
that leads to like.
So I guess like
Is scissoring real?
no.
Oh.
I've tried.
How does that? So what does that look like?
Like just like imagine
Like
just
on a swing, like a butterfly swing?
on a
What?
Like when you swing on the swings with your friends and
First
you
of
sit
all,
crisscross.
if she had a swing in her house, first of all, a YouTuber can't have that kind of stuff because you're vlogging and then it's like, oop, did I see the swing in the background? Like that'd be a lot of comments. So you're just like in bed. There's no swing.
no swing.
No swing, no scissors.
And so, okay, so like you're laying, so it's kind of like, well, I guess it's kind of like foreplay, but for longer.
Yeah, basically.
Okay.
But I mean, it's weird. People say it doesn't. Words. I hate when people say that it's not sex because a lot of people will say that.
Like penetration equals sex or something.
Yeah,
You
but
can
even
put a
like
lip in.
Holy
one.
shit,
You like middle-aged women. You could put a lip in. She got some lips to put in.
Oh my god. Even like I'm being graphic, but even
Yeah.
like fingering each other like is sex
Yeah.
to me.
Yeah.
You know?
Of course.
It's just being intimate with one another.
Right.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I don't know what
love
that means.
I love that so much. Okay. So speaking of that,
Thank you for that.
We just went like on the depth before we did anything else. Like we just did it.
Get into it.
we're done, guys. Bye.
Bye.
No, wait. You said in the when we were taking our little pee break, we were talking about lesbian sex because that's all I want to talk about. And you brought up that you have a thing for middle-aged women. So I'm very interested. And have you done anything?
And how old do you define middle age?
Yeah. What's middle-aged to a 20-year-old?
I like a nice 37 to anything.
I was about to slap you if you went any a little younger, girl. I was about to reach over right there and slap that out of your mouth.
Or put a lip in.
Oh, girl, stop one.
Oh, okay. So 37 to 48, you said?
to anything.
37 and up.
You're like that lady from American Horror Story. She's with like a 78-year-old.
What?
Sarah
Paulson?
Paulson, yeah.
Really?
Yeah, she only dates old women.
Interesting.
Yeah. There's like a picture of them making out.
gonna
It's
be
really
me.
Intense. Yeah.
It's
That's you?
gonna be me. Nice.
Wait, so you got, okay, so middle-aged woman. So,
Have you ever dated
yeah,
an
have you
older
ever
person?
been with an older woman?
No, I've been on a date. My first date with a girl was a middle-aged woman.
What? How did that happen?
Before I accepted my sexuality or started accepting my sexuality, I thought that it was just sort of like a fetish that I had for middle-aged women. I was like, no, I'm not gay or bisexual. I just really like middle-aged women.
Right.
That's where it all started from. So when I first moved out here, it was actually the beginning of this year. I got on Tinder and I met a middle-aged woman. And,
Middle-aged women are on Tinder.
Oh yeah,
Jesus
it's hard to
Christ.
find, but like, and the ones who are on Tinder mean business. You know,
Yeah.
they're not trying to date you. They're like,
No.
let's have sex. And
don't have
I
time.
thought that's what I needed to do to figure it
Right,
out.
yeah.
So first we met for coffee, just to be safe. She was actually married, and in a everyone needed. I wish you just saw their faces.
Both of our eyes just went
Wait, what?
Her
to a man or a woman?
a woman who's
okay.
asexual and lets her do whatever she wants because
Open
she
relationship.
can't.
She's not
Yeah, it's an
getting
open
satisfied.
relationship.
Okay, that's ideal.
So what she does is like, yeah, that is ideal,
I would
right?
live for that. I'd be like, honey, go ahead and fuck anybody you want. Just like, don't bring home any diseases.
And then you don't have any obligation at the, at the end of the day.
I'm chilling. You keep paying
Sometimes
for
sex
dinner.
is just like
a
tedious.
chore. It's
Yeah.
a chore.
Right.
Every time.
I almost want to like say to the other person, like, do you really want to do this too?
Yeah,
like,
you don't have
Be like,
to.
I got cotton mouth. I'm tired.
Wait, so you are on this coffee date. Did it feel like a coffee date with like a teacher?
Oh, good question.
this woman was like no one I've ever met before. So I can't even say it felt like any. She was really attractive.
Okay.
She was wearing like these like Ed Hardy leggings,
Oh,
and she was
Lord.
like very like. She had a very strong presence, and her voice was very deep. She was kind of terrifying,
Yeah.
but sexy, but terrifying. The middle-aged woman that I like fantasize about is like motherly. Have you ever seen Weeds?
Yeah.
Mary Louise Parker, like a very like
You also look like
feminine.
her.
Yes, I love that compliment. So she was not what anything like I would have imagined.
But you didn't go out with her again?
It was so awkward. It was the most awkward 30 minutes of my entire life. She was talking about like the Peace Corps, and I was like, I make YouTube videos. And she was the type of person that would answer a question and then not inquire about me. So when her like parking was up, we were both like, all right, see ya.
Yeah.
Plot twist though. I ended up messaging her because I was just so frustrated about figuring all this out. And I was like, let's meet up anyways. I'm like story timing on your
Yeah, I
podcast
love
right now.
this. Keep
I've
going.
never
We're both
shared
like,
this online. And so I told her we were going to meet up. I was going to go to her apartment a couple weeks later. And 15 minutes before I was supposed to go over, I chickened out.
Really?
Yeah. Which I'm glad I did.
Yeah.
I didn't want that to be my first time with a girl.
Oh.
Was she pissed?
No, she was really understanding. She was like the whole time she was very, very like careful about what she said and how she interacted with me.
So I understand your obsession with her, but what makes me uncomfortable is her obsession with like trying to find 19 probably year olds.
Dudes do it all the
Tinder.
time.
I guess, but it's still weird because I feel like lesbians in my head are so like much better than us.
Thank
Just
you.
like smarter and like more like I don't know, just in my head they're better. So imagining like an older lesbian woman like fucking hunting for young, like, it makes me feel like, oh no, they're supposed to be the mother and like they're not supposed to like hunt for the young.
Oh,
So,
I
like,
see what you're saying.
You know what I mean? Like I feel like, and also knowing that you hadn't done anything, I don't know. I feel like
But
she
why
could've-
should she settle for old pussy?
she could find young pussy. I'm just saying, why does she want to find young, inexperienced pussy?
Do you want to find old,
I feel like that's
flabby,
like-
gross, used and abused pussy?
How bad does pussy get?
Looking
as
for
it
used
gets
and
older?
abused pussy.
Right? There you go.
Wait.
But guys like that. So like what I guess it's not really different,
Really?
right?
I don't know. See, that's the thing. Like, as a guy, guys, did you know? Most of the guys I know are like weirded out when they hear of like an older guy dating I heard. I can't say, but I heard about this like young 18-year-old YouTuber girl who goes on dates with like this 40-year-old dude, and it made me so angry and so uncomfortable and so fucking weirded out because I can't imagine fucking an 18-year-old anything. Like in my head, 18 is like that's a Lexus, right?
Yeah.
Can you imagine me plowing into a Lexus GL?
Oh, no.
Zol bad.
Plow.
Zol not wanting it.
Cornrows. Plowing.
Imagine me
I think this
drilling
just
that
means
bitch
you're a
into the
good
ground.
person.
Oh, all right.
Drilling that
Yeah.
bitch into the ground.
As you say,
Oh my God.
that means you're a good person. Like, as I'm drilling that bitch into the ground. Anyways, okay, wait, let's talk about Tinder more because so you got popular on YouTube because you were doing videos where you like filmed your Tinder dates.
Oh yeah.
How
Did
does
they
that?
know that you were going to film it like before you got started?
Yeah, I asked. I have like a mass message I sent out on Tinder, like, "Hey, you're handsome. Do you want to film a video?" And so it wasn't like a surprise when they came up to my room.
But that must just get you the worst people.
Yeah.
Thank you. No one else has ever realized that.
Oh,
yes.
yeah.
Anybody that says yes to that is an awful person.
Right?
I ended up hating most of them.
I hope so.
Well, because they're in it for them. They're not in it for you. You're
Yep.
not going to find somebody you love that they don't love you back.
Yep. Nothing's worse than like we finished filming and they're like, if you don't mind like throw my Instagram.
God.
So did you never like hook up with any of them?
One of them.
How did that work?
She just got the chills, so I don't think it walked down so good. She was like, bleh. It looked like she almost threw up in her mouth.
It was the first guy that I ever did a Tinder series with. I don't know. I guess I didn't actually end up liking him. Here's a fun little thing.
Okay.
I used to do this thing with guys where I would decide to like them because I didn't actually like anyone, and I would sort of become obsessed with them, and it was like my way of being like, I'm straight, I'm obsessed with this person. So I actually came off as quite psychotic.
Overcompensating.
Yeah. So I was obsessed with one of them.
How did you become obsessed with somebody you don't like? How do you do that?
Usually I actually did pick people that had like shitty personalities too. I don't know.
I think you're just obsessed with the idea of what it could be.
Yeah.
Interesting. I wish I could do that. I wish people do that about me. I'm lonely. No, okay, so you're doing the Tinder dates. So what was the worst? Did any of them never, like, you never put it up because it was too fucking weird?
Yeah, one. He was just really, really odd and uncomfortable the entire time. And then actually, I've told this story elsewhere before, but when the date ended, he was under the impression that he was getting sex in exchange for him filming.
Shut up.
Yeah, so he was like, so are we gonna like, maybe do you want to do it in the shower? And I have fear of conflict, so I wasn't like, fuck you, leave. But I was so taken back, and I was like, please go. Yeah.
We can do it in the shower, both of us.
So the video must have been going good that he thought that was going to happen. There must have been some collab chemistry.
Collab chemistry. That's
who thinks
fucking
that's
funny.
First of all,
happen?
that's a thing, because I've seen collabs where there's no chemistry. Very uncomfortable to watch.
Yeah.
Okay, so you guys did not have sex.
Not in the shower.
No, so wait, let's talk about, okay, so we talked about sex. Now let's talk about your new thing you're doing, which is you're like an Uber driver. I'm very confused because most YouTubers are Uber drivers, and then they get popular, they stop. So you got popular, and now you're Ubering, so I'm confused and I'm concerned.
Different route.
Yeah.
Well, the whole concept for my channel when I started the dating series wasn't actually meant to be all surrounded around dating. I like the concept of interacting with strangers via social media and apps and whatnot. So the route that I'm trying to go into now, after I sort of end up wrapping up the season where I'm dating girls right now.
Only girls?
For the Tinder series, yeah. I want to just sort of be interacting with strangers. So right now, I'm also focusing on interacting with like Uber clients. But I want to do, like a video with my Postmates man and stuff like that. Because I love meeting strangers, and I think it's so crazy that you can just like hit a button and have a person at your door.
I tried to do a Postmate collab when I ordered condoms for the condom challenge. I was like, it'd be so funny if he came in and did it with me. He was not
down for it.
Not.
It's so hard to get people to agree to be on a YouTube video, especially when they're older.
And especially when they're Postmates, and they're just like, that's my fear.
What's a Postmate?
Okay, so a Postmate is like when I need chicken right now. So I go on Postmates and I say, I need chicken, and then some random person in my vicinity goes and gets me chicken and brings it to me. Now,
What?
Yeah. So
This will change your life.
yeah, Postmates is amazing, and I never leave my house now. But the problem is sometimes you'll get a crazy Postmate, sometimes you'll get a fan, sometimes when you open the door, they'll go, and then you go, oh shit, now they have my address.
Right.
And I've been giving out like my gate code, which is bad because I'm lazy, and I'm like, just come through the gate.
Right.
So that's bad. Wait, Postmate. Oh, my biggest fear is that like I'll be Tindering, and then I'll like connect with somebody, and then they'll be my Postmate. Which could also be a rom-com, but it's my fear.
I did not expect you to say that. I just like, wasn't expecting
No,
that.
but think about it. You're like Tindering with somebody, and then what if it doesn't go well, and you're like, oh, I don't like this person. I'm going to ghost them. And then like, ding dong, like, here's your chicken. Oh, wait a minute. Like, that is awful.
Postmate
That's
Express.
like a great idea for some sort of sketch of some sort.
My life. It's a
Right?
great idea for my life, and God's going to make it happen.
I just saw on Amazon that they have buttons where you could like put like a macaroni and cheese emergency button, and then you just press it, and then like macaroni and cheese gets delivered to you.
See,
like
this
you can
is-
get product specific buttons, and every time you press it, it goes on your account, and then it gets delivered Prime.
See, like,
Same day.
technology to me is like too much,
I'm
but
in
then
awe.
Yeah.
also like a lot, and I like it. Like that face swap app, like that's almost too much because have you played with that? So basically, you like open this app and you look, not sponsored by the way, I wish it was. You look at it and then you can pick anybody's face and then it puts their face on your face. And when you talk, it moves. Like it looks like you're the person. It's so real and so frightening that I'm like, number one, I don't trust anybody on Tinder anymore because you could just face swap with a celebrity and look just like them. I face swapped with Oprah and it was so fucking real.
Yeah.
Wait, does it sort of look like you too?
Yeah, like here, let's pull.
It like combines them.
We're gonna do it right now.
Well, they have that technology. I think Disney uses it to where they make actors like say the same line, let's say like angry, and then like the same line sad, and then but depending on really how the director wanted it to look and be delivered, they can combine those two and make your face look the way it is and the volume and everything like that. And like you can't even tell that it's two separate takes of you doing it.
Currently, I'm putting
incredible.
Ayydubs face on my face. Hold on.
Hey girl, Tinder date.
You're gonna look good.
Face on face. Watch out for that cold
This doesn't
sore.
look super good. Sorry, guys at home that can't see this. I'll post it on Instagram. Hold on.
Oh my God, who is that?
Holy shit.
No, I don't like it.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Oh, I don't like it at all.
He looks like a Roberta, doesn't he?
Oh no. Ah, who am I? You?
That's Ayydubs.
Well, I looked a lot better as Ayydubs than you did.
No, it's frightening, and I do it too much. I literally will do it for hours and hours and hours.
You look like a bunk Cyndi Lauper there.
Interesting reference. Okay, so now let's talk about something I'm interested in, which is YouTuber parties. Do you go to YouTuber parties?
I did when I first moved out here, but not so much anymore.
Right.
You're not even 21 yet, though.
Well, the YouTuber parties are literally like
12
16.
and up.
Yeah,
It's like
it's 12
chaperoning.
and up.
No, it's so scary. I was
Yeah.
I was talking to a YouTuber at YouTuber parties, and it was the scariest thing I've ever heard. And they're like, "Yeah, just like fucking rolling and fucking in different rooms of the house and just like whatever." And I'm like, "That first of all, like you guys are under 18."
You're like, what happened to spin the bow?
Literally, not even when I was that age, it was like we go ketchuping, which means that you like drive by cars and throw ketchup at it. Like that's it.
Like TP maybe.
There was no Molly. There was
I have
no.
this imagery of you like out of the car, like yeah.
Oh, I was the driver. I was so fucking into it. We go ranching, just fucking ranch cars.
We'd go forking. You'd stick forks in the lawn, then you take off the tips, so now just the forks are stuck in people's lawns.
That's a lot of work.
That's like rude.
You get your squats on. Yeah.
That's like actually mean.
It's like we're ruining lawns.
You're like a
here.
bad person.
Yeah.
So okay, so you did the YouTuber
Fork
parties.
you.
So you saw like, so is this when you first moved here? When did you move here?
This summer, officially moved here this summer, but I was always back and forth.
Got it. Okay, so like you're at this YouTube party. You're like, oh, I'm a YouTuber now. This is like taking off. This is crazy. Like, oh my God, is that My Life is Eva? Oh my God, is that Trevor? And then then you see like a drunk O2L and they're all fucking and you're like, I need to go.
Every single one of them together.
Together. And you're like, I should leave.
Often, like at these parties, there is a moment when you're like, I need to duck out.
Yeah.
What kind of setting is it in? Is it like a hotel?
Yeah.
Is it a house? Is it like a backyard?
They're like 16-year-olds who make like $500,000 a year. So like it's nice apartments and nice houses and whatnot.
That's my favorite thing to
You're mad. I'm
so
a little
angry.
mad too.
So mad.
That's my favorite thing to do is like to think about these YouTubers and how much money they make. Like my favorite one is RCL Beauty because if you guys don't know who she
Oh
is,
my God,
she's everything.
I love her.
She's such a troll, like, and she knows she's a troll.
Yep.
And I've direct messaged her about it, and she's been like subtly hinting that she's a troll. Her videos, by the way, Justin, let me break this down.
I have no clue who this is.
She is a beauty
great.
guru, but all of her like DIYs are like so obviously a joke, but like she pretends like they're real. Like she'll make slime that looks like shit, and then you put it on your face and it contours your face. She's like, it's poop slime for your, but she plays it off like it's very real.
Right, like taking it so seriously.
Yeah, there's no way.
Like a soap opera.
She's like, you can
almost,
turn
like
your purse
farce.
into a water bottle. She'll like literally like hot glue a water bottle inside of her purse and like drink out of it, like shit like that. But I was looking at her analytics, bitch, and I don't want to throw out a number because that's kind of mean. But this bitch makes. I mean, and I'm just thinking about like, okay, you take an RCL Beauty who lives out in the middle of fucking God knows nowhere, and you give that bitch like over $100,000 a month. Probably 200, honestly, probably 300 grand a month.
A month?
Yeah, probably.
And you're like, number one, how do you stay sane? Because she's stayed sane. She's not like doing all these cokes in these YouTuber parties. I'm like, how does she do that? We need to talk to her about that. But also, you think about these kids in LA, and you're in LA, and you're making a few $100,000 a month. Like, what is your life? What are you going to do? Go crazy.
Yeah.
They're going to go crazy.
People do. Like I won't, give any info, but like
Give it.
You
Give
probably
it
know
all the
too.
info.
Oh, I know.
I think it really, honestly, when you interact with a lot of people, you can feel it when you interact with them. It like fucks you up a little bit.
Well, it's like who's the people chaperoning and telling these kids no? It doesn't seem like anyone's around
Nobody.
doing
And that's
that.
a scary thing is a lot of these kids, their parents like let them move out here, and their parents are like, you're a YouTuber, girl, sure, go move out there. And they're like 16, and then these kids like age way too fast, and then I'll see them at 20, and bitches look 48.
Burnt out.
How did this happen? Like, I knew you when you were a child,
Right.
and now you're 88 years
And
old.
it's only been a year.
I know. It's so interesting. And I'm so curious because you're young, you're 20, but I feel like that's not your thing. Like, I never see you in those group shots.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, those like O2L. By the way, O2L is not around anymore, but I keep throwing it out there. But I see you like in those, I don't see you in those crazy group shots where it's like, New Year's is crazy. It's like all the YouTubers.
The party scene. Yeah, no, not really.
You seem like you have your shit together.
I'm like a little homebody, but I do have a good group of YouTube friends that like are in the young like party scene.
Like who?
Like I know I've listened to some of your other podcasts. I feel like it's a question you ask. Like,
I love it.
Who are your YouTube friends?
Yeah. Who's
my
your
like
posse?
best YouTube friends probably Jen.
X-Pen.
Yeah, Jen X-Pen,
Okay.
love her. Rebecca, Andrew Lau.
Wait, Rebecca.
Black.
Yes, bitch.
The face.
Rebecca Blackout. Yes, queen.
And you know, like I don't know, it's just like I guess just that age group.
Wait, I never see you with them in pictures.
I don't know.
She gets cut.
You,
Yeah, I'm the one. I'm the one that
crap.
like you see like the corner. Oh my god.
They're like hit 1 million subs and we'll uncrop.
Yeah, right?
Wait, so yeah, I don't see. So that means you don't like party with them, but you just see them like what, Taco Bell?
I'm like a Wednesday night hangout kind of gal.
I love that. That should be
And
your
what
Tinder
does
bio.
what does a Wednesday night hangout mean?
I'm like just casual in the house. I feel like I'm like telling you like it's like a dating profile. Things I enjoy doing.
Yeah.
I just like don't like going out and getting dressed up. I hate getting dressed up. Right now, I've been wearing this outfit for 4 days.
Solid.
It looks good.
Solid.
You're working
I stick with it.
Sensible leggings, dope ass Adidas.
Thank you.
Jean overall.
There we
You're
go.
great.
That could have been your coming out video. Just like, I just wore this for 4 days.
That's it.
I'm probably gay.
That's hilarious.
Bye, guys.
We have this ongoing joke because who isn't gay on YouTube of
Right.
all of us like coming up with different ways to come out, and like that is probably one that we've come up with, like getting on camera with like the gayest outfit I could and just being like,
I gave the best coming out video idea to Joey Graceffa, and he didn't take it. I was so fucking mad because everybody knows that his closet wasn't a closet; it was beads. He was like, and we all saw, you know what I mean, glass. And so I was like, oh, you should just do a funny because everybody knows you're gay. Why don't you do a video where like you just turn the camera on and you go, I'm gay, and then you turn the camera off. It's like 1 second long. It will go viral because it would be the shortest coming out video of all time. And it was such a good idea, and he didn't fucking do it. So, hey, gay YouTubers out there.
there's a concept.
You know who you are. I'm going to text you this idea, and one of you guys got to do it.
Oh, speaking of, I just remembered I needed to tell you this before I forget. A video idea that I came up with, but you need to do it. Because I think you're the only person on YouTube who can do it.
Okay.
Trying Scientology.
Ooh, girl, you're going to get that data.
Oh my God, that
You're
actually
going up to Haley Bop.
Such a good idea because and it's interesting.
idea.
When I was filming my movie 2 years ago, I just was improvising and I did a Scientology joke and like the whole set got quiet and then the producers took me aside and they were like, "You're not going to want to do that." And I'm like, "Why?" And they're like, "You're not going to want to do that." So now that made me want to do it even more.
Yeah.
So
now,
you're
like,
gonna die, but you should.
Yeah,
I feel
right?
like you'd have to go like secret though, like behind the scenes camera. Like you can't roll up with a camera and like make it
Right.
blatant that like I'm filming you right now,
I've
because it's
always
gonna mess
wanted-
up with the theta and like
I've
the little
always
test.
wanted to go. It's expensive. It's like $100,000 per round or whatever, and there's 12 rounds.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Wait,
it's
what,
a racket.
rounds? What does that mean?
So you
It
go.
is a racket, dude.
Yeah, you go, you do the thing where they like talk about it, and then you pay $100,000 and you're in. And then for the next round,
And, like, to-
another 100,000.
Like to get to the next angel
Higher,
status.
higher,
or
Wouldn't they
whatever.
not do that because they're trying to get as many people as they can to join?
No, it's very exclusive.
Shit ton of money.
Yeah, no, they don't
Shit ton
need
of
people.
money.
It's very exclusive. Like they'll go on the streets and get people to like buy the books and stuff, and like that's fun for them. But they're more into like getting huge celebrities with huge pockets to like, ooh, let's do this. It's very interesting. I wish. Maybe RCL Beauty can do it. I'm gonna tell her to do it. No, that's so interesting. Thank you for that idea.
Yeah.
That's a great
I really
idea.
wanted to,
Think
I might
about it.
steal that. Or we could even have an ex-Scientologist on the show.
Tom Cruise.
Leah Remini. Okay.
Oh
Figure it
yeah,
out.
John Travolta.
He's still a Scientologist.
No, I don't think he is.
I don't think so.
Really?
Yeah.
he
When did
gave
that
that up.
happen?
I think right around Hairspray time, maybe.
Ooh, I have some good John Travolta stories. I'll tell you after the break.
Ooh, I love him. Better shape up.
Okay, wait. So let's do a game.
Okay.
All right, folks. I'm very excited.
Okay.
This is the first debut of Sex Jeps.
Yes, yes,
It's like
yes.
Jeopardy, but about sex.
I'm ready.
And so this is how we play. The first player will pick a category and a point value, and then players must correctly give the answer in the form of a question before choosing another question. Y'all seen Jeopardy?
Yes.
Hey,
Like, what is
so
blank?
I have to be honest, I was looking at the board as you were describing the game.
No one ever listens to my directions.
I was checking my text messages.
Nobody why do I take the time?
You for a break.
I was like, oh, they texted
Every
me.
fucking time, I kid you not, I take the time to write the directions down, explain how it goes, and then everyone's like, wait, what?
All right, I'm all ears. I'm all ears.
Fucking
We
assholes.
could just listen. We got it.
All right, fine, but this is the only stipulation.
Okay.
The first person up to 1,000 points will initiate the final sex Jeffs round.
Done.
And there is 2 double jeopardies called double team on the board.
Okay.
Y'all heard that?
I'm ready.
Cool. Who would like to go first?
I want to.
Oh, all right.
I'm gonna
well,
go with-
our categories are gadgets and gizmos.
Okay.
Who's it's and what's it?
I'm gonna go gadgets and gizmos for 400.
Ooh, going big.
Big or go home.
All right.
I know my gadgets.
Sorry, broke the board. Let's see what we got. Ooh, you got a double team.
Yes.
Now you can place your bet, but because you don't have any points on the board yet, I'm gonna say you can bet whatever you want. It doesn't have to come from like your point well house, you know?
Wait. Okay. $1 million.
Oh Lord, you know I'm not good at math. Can we just do 100?
Okay. 100.
Thank you. All right, question.
Yes.
The sun will always shine, the birds will always sing. Whenever there is this, it will probably be inserted into Farrah Abraham's ass.
Wait. Is this gonna?
This is under the
This is-
gadgets and
does
gizmos
this rhyme?
category. Nope, you have to fill in the blank.
Oh wait. Say it one more time.
The sun will always shine, the
Yeah.
birds will always sing. Whenever there is blank, it was probably inserted into Farrah Abraham's ass.
In her ass. So it's like. Oh wait. So it's a gadget. So like
Or
a
a
dildo.
gizmo.
So like a vibrator.
Maybe.
How specific do I need to get? A dick? A black dick? A white
Nope.
dick?
You get one more guess before I go to Alexis.
Anal beads?
Or Alex, sorry, I called you Alexis.
I just said every sex toy.
You missed the Coke bottle.
That didn't go in her ass. It went in her pussy.
Oh, my bad. Okay, practice round.
Practice round. Practice round. I
First
would've
time
gotten
we're
that
playing this game, guys.
100%.
First time, by the way.
Gadgets
so.
and gizmos for 300.
Okay, here we go. All right, okay. This device causes vibration and is used as a device for a massage or sexual stimulation.
Oh,
Easy, don't overthink
a vibrator.
it. Yes! Shane Dawson, you
I
won
got 300 for that?
You got 300 for that.
I'll take that.
I realized afterwards that I didn't make the questions like hard via like point system,
Yeah,
so
okay.
it's all random.
I get it.
All right.
Okay, Ayydubs.
Yes.
Hit
go
me
ahead.
with it.
Which one would you like?
Oh, shit. Okay.
Normally, I think you should
I
go,
want-
and then like she gets it, but we're working out.
I want a what's it's for 300.
Ooh, that's good.
All right, we got.
Were you eyeing that one?
Oh yeah, because you can't see it either.
Oh.
Here we go. The question is this is a curiosity about having attraction to people of the same gender or sex. What is the term?
Of the same gender.
Curiosity.
Bi-curious?
Yes. All right. The score is tied right
shit, I'm
now.
gonna fuck this up.
Now you get to pick another category, and then if she gets it wrong, then you get to swoop in.
Oh,
And that's how that
right.
shit works.
Okay,
We're
never seen
figuring
the
it
show.
out.
I got it.
Never seen Jeopardy.
Gadgets and gizmos, 200.
You got it.
Good gadgets and
Gizmos
gizmos.
aplenty.
Wait, we can't afford that.
Here we go. Gadgets and gizmos. Got a leak? This device is a sex toy that is inserted into the rectum.
Wow.
Ooh.
Is this is this trademarked or is this like a broader idea?
General
concept?
term.
Something that anal beads. I just yelled anal beads.
You know what? It was going to be. Oh, she got it right.
No, I didn't.
Yes, she did.
She did not get it
Acceptable
right.
answers are butt plug and or anal beads.
Damn it, I was going to go butt plug.
So you win that round.
Oh,
All right.
well, my
You get to
friend
pick
Trish
again.
has a butt plug that has a tail on it. And she's
Aw,
like, it's for
cute.
like guys who like Little Pony. And I'm like, you shouldn't be dating those guys.
Oh,
You should.
Lord.
You fucked a brony. Like
Ew,
what?
girl.
Kidding. I love the bronies.
Oh my god. Okay.
Next category.
Who's it looks lonely? 200.
Ooh, yeah. What is a who's it?
We'll find out.
Okay.
It's more of like a term with like a person. Oh, guess what? You got double team, girl.
Ooh.
So you get to place a bet. You have 500 points to choose from that you could potentially wager.
I'm gonna go 200.
Okay.
Play it safe.
Conservative.
Now, if you
Good
get it
life
wrong,
game.
we're going to start taking points away also. Question. This is a person who experiences sexual, romantic, physical, and or spiritual attraction for members of all gender identities and expressions.
Pansexual?
Girl, you're good. Damn, you just got yourself 200
I feel like
extra
you have.
points.
I mean, these aren't the hardest questions.
Yeah,
no
these are-
offense.
these are pretty
But
easy.
you have
Listen,
two
I had about
experts
10 minutes
here,
to come
right?
up with
Yeah.
this before I came here, so eat my ass.
So eat my ass. Oh, should I just finish the game off? Wait, is it your turn?
First person up to 1,000. So you got 3, 6, 7, 8,
Do
9.
I just keep going until
You
I get
keep
it
going
off?
until you get it wrong.
I'm like, Shane, you're done with the
I
game.
know. What the fuck?
You have an opportunity to swoop in, though.
First of all, I won the first one. I got the first question right.
Would you like me to give you points?
I think we switch off. It's Shane's turn.
Yeah, come on now.
All right. You're getting salty. Let's give him his turn.
Give me a what's
He's
it.
not playing fair in the sandbox. Let's make sure Shane gets a turn.
400.
Oh my God, I love you.
Sandbox.
I love you.
That could be a good term.
Yeah, but can you get your shovel back is the question. Okay. So here we go.
Right.
This is what's it for 400.
Yeah.
The process by which one accepts and or comes to identify one's own sexuality or gender identity.
I wasn't listening.
What's that?
Oh my God.
The process by which one accepts and or comes to identify one's own sexuality or gender identity. What's the process
The
called?
process coming out?
Yes!
Oh, yeah, fuck yeah.
See?
I'm back, bitch. Give me a gadget to Gizmos for 100. I'm on a fucking roll.
Gadgets and gizmos for 100. Question is, much like Farrah Abraham, this is an inflatable person with 0 brains, multiple holes for entry.
Ooh, I love that you added a joke.
Thanks.
Blow up doll.
Yes!
Did you know?
You
okay,
win.
I bought.
Almost.
I bought a little person blow up doll. I bought a sheep blow up doll, and then I bought an obese blow up doll.
How do they make these many blow-up dolls?
Is this
know.
personal use or?
Me and my friend just kind of like bought them because we thought it'd be funny, and then we blew them all up, and then we just like kind of didn't do anything with them.
I thought you were gonna be like, we kind of just
And we
fucked them.
kind of fucked them all like at the same time. But then later, I started like blowing them. Like I would like put a lighter to it, and then it would just go, and it was so fun. That's how YouTubers waste their money.
Yikes.
Really
Destroying
expensive
blow-up dolls.
Yikes. All right, guys. We are now in Final Sex
Okay,
Jeopardy.
final. You
So-
should do a question, and then whoever answers it first wins.
Ooh, like buzz. I want
yes.
a buzz.
Yeah, buzz.
That is the thing, but I don't know where I put it. Hold on. I have it. Here
Ooh,
we
this is a
go.
hard one, then.
Sex Jeps, final question.
Okay.
Here we go. Nope, it's not on that piece of paper either. Okay.
Maybe
it's
just
gonna
use
be
a
it.
question. Yeah. Okay.
All right, you ready?
I'm so ready. I'm so
Oh,
ready.
fuck, can't use that. Cut it in half.
okay.
All right, here we go. Now, how many points would you like to wager? You have 900.
400.
Okay, and how many points would
All
you
of them. 800.
Because this is final
All right,
round.
I'm going all in.
You're
I'm going all
You're
in.
both going all in. Okay. Now, this one says, an individual who does not experience sexual attraction.
This is asexual.
You just lost yourself 800
No!
points by jumping the gun.
No!
Alex, here we go.
Ah, fuck.
So, an individual who does not experience sexual attraction unless they have formed a strong emotional connection with another individual, often with a romantic
Oh my
relationship.
God, me, Shane.
There's a term for it.
There is. I don't know it. I don't know it. Do you know it?
Okay, wait. Wait, a person who has to love the person, have sex with them?
Does not experience sexual attraction unless they have formed a strong emotional connection with another individual. I can give you some clues.
Yeah.
It's kind of sounds like this chick that was named the Bruce Willis once, the first part of it.
Demisexual?
Yay!
Yeah! Fuck yeah, fuck yeah!
Yay!
Ooh, that should be Demi Lovato's like new album.
Oh,
Or her
demisexual.
perfume. She's
Whoa,
bi-curious,
that's
right?
a good idea.
Isn't she bisexual? Yeah.
I've heard.
Cool for the summer. Okay.
No, her
That
boyfriend.
classic, the only reference anyone has for her being.
No, I have some good inside stories.
She kicked ass at the Grammys yesterday,
Yeah.
by the way. All right, so basically,
I won.
you lost, but then
What?
you redeemed yourself and you got your points back.
Right.
But you didn't lose any points, I don't think, because
Yes,
you
you
didn't
got it
necessarily answer incorrectly.
Yes, she did.
Oh, did you?
I didn't know.
Okay, well, I'm not good at math, so you
Shane
both
won.
win. You,
Shane
Listen.
won.
Shane, you're a
I
winner.
won the Sex Jeopardy. I'm proud of myself. I'm coming out again.
Yeah, but you knew all those terms.
Yeah, she did.
You
guys
were
are just,
really good.
You guys are just making me feel better about myself.
You were really good. I'm really proud of you.
I was torn down. Thank you.
Yeah.
You're building me back up. I appreciate that.
That's what we
Well,
do.
guys, this was really fun. I feel like I know a lot more about you and about lesbian sex. I feel like I know who you're looking for. My mom is available. I feel like there's a lot that we have conquered today.
Did you say your mom is available?
She's middle age.
Oh.
She could be down. Who knows? We'll
Yeah.
make it happen.
Send her a photo of me.
All right.
Yeah.
Teresa's looking for love.
Set that up.
My
You go
mom-
to church?
My mom will be like, I was actually looking for a man at church, but like, okay, I'll take a YouTube girl. Before
For
we go,
now.
okay, YouTube channel. Tell everybody what your YouTube channel is, even though they already know.
That's Ayydubs. Yep. Ayydubs.
And then just what's your YouTube channel? You have one going.
I do. I just got a little started. It's just Jessie Buttafuoco.
Just that's the most complicated name ever.
JESSIEBUTTAFUOCO.
Well, there you guys go. Hopefully you enjoyed the podcast. I had a lot of fun today, and I hope you guys had a lot of fun. And make sure to give this 5 stars on iTunes. And also leave a comment on the soundcloud.com/ShaneandFriends and tell us, I don't know, your favorite part.
Yes, and we will be back with more quite soon, I promise.
We'll be back. Thanks for coming.
Bye.
Whew, I got to pee so bad.
Yes.
I'm just gonna...
Woo.